aka Trucy, aka That Is Girl, aka Mommy's Girl, aka Sassy, aka welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell, comment, share, and give this video a thumbs up. So today is Sunday, actually, because of this whole virus situation. We don't go to church, so we did our home sale. Our home sale here at home. We're done. I'm not feeling so well, so that's why I'm looking like this. So just ignore my look. So today I'm gonna be doing a story time stroke how to overcome grief. I'm going to use myself as an example, so I'm going to use myself, my experience as an illustration, because in a few days it's going to be like 5 months I lost my dad, so I'm just going to be using myself. I'm going to be giving tips on how I overcame grief and how I got to stand up again and live my life happily. So death affects people differently. When we lost the parents, we lose hope of our future and stuff like that. Like, I was thinking, wow, how am I going to live my life taking care of my mom, making them happy, my siblings too, and all of that? How am I just going to be, how am I going to make my daddy proud and do things he would want me to do without his direction? My dad has been my like closest pal. Like, we are 5 and 6, so, and he actually died in my arms. I was the only one with him then. So the whole thing, and I have like different confusing thoughts in my head, like guilt and all of that. I was just not myself. I even started hallucinating, and I saw it everywhere because of the grief and all of that. So I'm just gonna be giving tips on how I overcame my grief, how to overcome grief. So tip number one: don't hold back tears. I didn't hold back tears. Whenever I felt like crying, I cry out loud. Crying is not a sign of weakness. Say if you cry and just show your emotions too much, you're actually weak and soft. No, it's not true. The strongest men in the Bible actually cried. John 11:35. Jesus wept. Like, Jesus is our role model. Like, when you want to say a strong man, man with wisdom, man who was righteous and stuff like that, you would call Jesus first. But he cried when he heard his friend died, Lazarus. He cried. Abraham, Isaac, David, Solomon, they all cried when something bad happened to them. Crying helps you ease pain. If you don't deal with your grief today, you're only postponing it. If you don't cry about something you feel, if you feel like crying and you don't cry about it today, you don't cry that time, you're only postponing that cry to tomorrow. And when you don't need to cry, you will have to cry. That particular tears you postpone, you will still shed it, because it's going to even stop you from doing things that you're supposed to do and stopping you from becoming who you're supposed to be. Because when you have too much pain and excess baggage, you're carrying excess baggage, you don't get to move forward and you don't live long, because you could die of heart attack. So don't be afraid of crying. Don't be scared of crying. Whenever you feel like crying, just cry. I cried a lot. Like, my aunties, my uncles, friends, they were like, stop crying. If you're crying, what do you want your brothers to do? If you're crying, what do you want your mommy to do? No, I cry. Whenever I felt like crying, I cry. Actually, this is the first time I'm getting to talk about this whole thing and not get emotional. But I'm just trying, and God help me. So I cried a lot, and that helped me a lot to ease pains I was feeling and all of that. And tip number two: get rid of the guilt feeling. I was feeling so guilty. I've actually heard of a story where a girl actually kisses her mom goodnight before she goes to bed, and that particular night that her mom died, she was very happy that night. She went for a friend's party, so she didn't have the time, because she came late. She didn't have the time to actually kiss her mom goodnight that day, and that was the night her mom died. For almost her lifetime, she felt guilty, like she caused her mom's death. She didn't kiss her mom good night. That's why her mom died. Same thing it was with me. I felt really guilty because that day I went out to buy biscuits, like cookies, for my dad and I to share. And I just wanted to sit out with him and stuff like that because he got discharged from the hospital already. So I just brought the biscuit to the house. When I opened it, it was soggy, like air has entered and it wasn't good. And I just thought it wasn't good for his health and stuff like that. So I didn't share with him. Did I even eat it? I think I ate some of it, but I didn't eat all of it because it was really bad. And instead of me to go out like and sit with him when he was sitting outside taking fresh air, I was just in my room lying down and video chatting with friends and all of that. Then I heard my brother scream, "Precious, please come out!" And I came out. He was on the floor. I sat close to him. I was holding him and I was talking to him, but he was only communicating with his eyes. And I knew that he was going to go that minute. I was holding him and I just had to tell my brothers to go get help for me. While they just left, just as they left, he actually gave up like in my arms. I was the only one there. I was like, if I had followed my instincts and sat down outside with him that time that I was supposed to, buying that biscuit and coming to share with him and just sit with him, maybe I should have just, even if I wasn't going to give it to him, I was just going to sit there and just talk to him. Maybe if he was going to fall, I would have held him or stuff. He wouldn't have died. But first of all, get rid of that guilt feeling. If you don't get rid of it, you feel down for the rest of your life because I thought I killed him myself. I wasn't a good daughter. And when you feel like you kill someone, like that whole burden of someone died because of me, it's just gonna be all over you and just gonna feel heavy. So I got rid of that guilt feeling because I know I don't have the power to give life and I don't have the power to take life. So it's all God. So I just have to, it's nature. God doesn't want me to be there when he fell down. So it's not my fault and I just have to, and I'm not sure he would want me to sit there with him while he fell down. At least dying in my arms was enough. I'm not gonna call burden, but I felt burden like every day. I felt bad because I was actually the one there. So, but just I just knew that it wasn't my fault, so I got rid of the guilt feeling and I just had to move on. And tip number 3, talk to others. Talk about it. Don't keep everything inside. There's a difference between being an introvert and being really, how do I even explain it? Just talk about it. If possible, if you don't want to talk to someone about it, get a journal and write every of your thoughts, every of the feelings. Like I had, thank God for the friends I have, the sisters, my siblings and my cousins and all of them. They helped me during that time because I'll be like, I want to talk. I would just tell a friend I want to talk and he'll be like, what's up? How you doing, how you coping and stuff like that. I would just pour out my feelings and they helped me get rid of my guilt and everything. They just helped me cope with all of it because the more you talk about things you feel inside, like the bad feelings you have, the more you feel relieved. Problems shared is half solved. So I talked about it a lot. I talked about it with my friends, my siblings. I just keep talking about it. And the next tip is talk to God. There is no other comforter you have except God. It might be hard, just do it. Because I was like, how am I so I was thinking about I should just talk to God. After all, when if I feel confused, I talk to him and he answers me. But that time I was like, what? I should talk to him? He took my dad away from me. How am I supposed to do that? Like, what face will I use to God, please, I need your help. I'm so lonely. When he actually took my dad away from me. But no, that's the right time for him to go. That's why God permitted him to go. If not, he wouldn't have left. So that day I just stepped down and I prayed to God and I'm like, God, I'm lonely now. You said you're the father to the fatherless and I'm here. I need you to help me get rid of this pain I'm feeling. I need you to comfort me, and I just tell him everything I felt, everything. I poured out my anger and everything to him, and I felt like a heavy load was lifted from my body, and I felt really good after praying. So just talk to God. You don't need a special technique or a special way to start or procedures. Just if you want to sit, lie down, jump, dance, whatever way you feel comfortable with, just talk to him. And the next way I felt really good. Like I got rid of my pain and grief. Like I wrote a tribute. I did a video tribute. I wrote a tribute for him. Somehow writing a tribute helps you a lot because you get to apologize for the things you thought you did and all of that, and you get to ask all the questions you've actually wanted to ask. You might not get your answers, but you feel good, like I actually said something. I've actually let go of all the guilt. I have actually told him what I felt in my heart and all of that. So I wrote a tribute, and it helped me a lot. Like I felt really good writing a tribute. So I don't know if it's going to help you, but I'm talking about me, and it's really going to help. Really going to help. I wrote a tribute. I did a video tribute. I wrote a tribute, and I bought him flowers. Yeah. In Nigeria here, we don't really believe in this whole flower, like placing wreaths on a grave, especially in my state. But I just thought, based on my personality, doing it, I'm gonna feel good. Like it's more like I'm atoning for my supposed sin of not being with him that day. So I just bought him a flower, and I placed it on his grave. And every day I go there and I sit on his grave. It helps me a lot too. And I communicate with him. It's strange, but I just go sit there. I'll be like, "Hey pops, what's up? How you doing down there?" And I just talk to him. So these are the ways I got rid of grief, and I overcame my grief. I didn't hold back anything. I was just talking about it, and I prayed to God, and I did things that I felt would help me take away everything, and I've been happy since I did all of this. It's okay, even when I think about him, I still feel like crying. I'm sure you should know that my voice changed from the previous videos. I still get emotional when I talk about him, but I'm fine. I'm living my life. I want to make him proud, do the things he wants me to do, and even do above them. That's what I am planning for myself. That's what I am trying to do, because that's the only way I can prove myself to him that his little time on earth was worthwhile. Like he brought an amazing daughter. So that's how I overcame grief, and that's how we've been holding up since. I bring jokes. I don't know if I'm funny. I don't know if some other things my jokes are weak, but for my family, I'm a drama queen. I make sure I spread happiness anywhere I go, not just me being happy. I want my family to be happy, because if my family is not happy, I'm not happy. So I try to make them laugh. I dance with them. Although I dance like a clown, but I dance with them, and I try my best to make them happy. So that's how I overcame grief, and I'm sure this is gonna work for you guys too. Those out there who actually have lost a parent or a loved one, just do these things. Above all, love Jesus Christ. When you love him, you feel his love for you, and you don't feel angry at the world. You don't feel angry at him for having lost a parent, because I know I felt angry. I was like, why? What's the need of praying? Because I prayed even when my dad was in my arm. I prayed. I was like, God, no, I don't want him to leave now. But he still died. I was like, if he did not answer me that time I needed him the most, why would he do that? Why would I be praying? But that's not good. It's not a good thought. Which it's sometimes we're humans, we get these crazy thoughts when things bad happen to us, and I did get it. But I'm a Christian, and I love God no matter what. And he did what was right for me, and I believe that. So thank you guys for watching this video, and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Give this video a thumbs up, comment, and share to your friends, and subscribe. subscribe. Like, just subscribe now. It's not gonna take anything. Just press that red button and turn on your post notification so that you get notified anytime I post. And thank you guys for watching this video. And remember, love yourself and love others. Peace.